What we would love to see is that the SBA offers more transparency and clarity in that way, because it would help so many small business owners avoid the pitfalls and mistakes and errors that they make.
Isabel Guzman, welcome to the SBA. We finally have a leader. And boy, are our expectations super high. Welcome to Advancing with Financing. I'm Linda Ray.
I'm Trevor. It sounds complicated. It's not. It's easy stuff.
That's why we break these down into small little videos.
And we want to make it easy for you. The SBA process is complicated enough. Watch the video.
Isabel Guzman was confirmed on March 16th. We are so excited, but we have some suggestions that we know they're waiting for from us.
Isabel, the nation of small business owners is counting on you. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope. If we have to buy a lifesaver, Isabel, and send it to you in Washington, D.C., we will do that. We try to do our little part to help you SBA folks, and Ms. Guzman, we're hoping that you are going to be the rock star that I have been predicting.
We have 3 suggestions that we think the SBA should not only consider, but implement. We're going to review them right now. Suggestion number 1. How about standardizing your application and forms? COVID is its own distinct declared disaster compared to natural disasters that this program was set up for. Tornado, fire, flood, hurricane, those are all disasters that cause initially property damage and then business closures. But COVID is a separate, distinct disaster.
I filled in SBA Form 3501 and 3502, which is essentially a statement about your gross revenue and your cost of goods sold and why you need this economic injury disaster loan. And then the second one is basically the application as it appears on the internet, except it's a PDF. But here's the thing, 3501, 3502 are also the same numerical designations as the natural disaster loan application, which looks completely different. If somebody watches a video like this, Ms. Guzman, and sees that folks like us, professionals, say, get the 3501, 3502 for your SBA COVID-related disaster loan, they might pull the wrong application from the SBA website. So standardization there would be helpful.
Suggestion number 2. Simplify the wording that people are exposed to. Make it easier to comprehend content on the website that's supposed to be instructing people on how to follow through with this process. The vernacular is one of which really financial services, CPA, and those types of professionals, they may understand what all of this means.
A lot of small business owners are confused by that. Heck, I, being a loan officer, have looked at some of these forms and had to go, wait, does it say that or does it mean this? And if someone like me or Linda with her insurance background has some confusion, imagine what the small business owner response when they see some of these forms and some of the information on the website. So simplify, make it easier.
I like it a lot. It's such a simple suggestion. Suggestion number 3. Better instructions and guidelines when it comes to the forms that you are requiring. For example, the IRS 4506T, which the SBA requires, the IRS has outlined instructions dedicated to that one-page form. We need more of that from the SBA so these business owners are more efficient to get you what you need, SBA.
Filling out the SBA application for the EIDL loan on the portal, essentially, when you go into it, you are just launched into that. There's no way of preparing for it. Having a set of instructions in advance, and maybe even a form that downloads in advance that you can kind of do a practice on, would be very helpful. Likewise, and probably the best suggestion, we have Ms. Guzman and SBA, please, guidelines. We would like to know how to qualify for these loans. Because the questions that we answer in these YouTube videos that so many small business owners spend hours trying to find on the internet, chatting with each other in Clubhouse, on Facebook, watching YouTube videos, is to try to assemble an anecdotal set of guidelines on how the SBA EIDL program works. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could just download, I don't know, a 30 or 40 page booklet that says, what's an ineligible business? What's an eligible business? What if you only launched your business 3 months before COVID hit? What if you haven't filed your 2019 tax return yet? Things of that nature.
You're a big fan of this, and it is a huge suggestion that should not be taken lightly, because for 30 plus years, you were a loan officer for FHA loans, and you could just learn how to be a loan officer by reading the FHA guidelines. There are no SBA
You can
guidelines.
do it right now. You can go to the FHA website, fha.gov. If you are a potential first-time buyer and you want to learn how to apply for an FHA loan, you can actually read all of the guidelines. What we would love to see is that the SBA offers more transparency and clarity in that way, because it would help so many small business owners avoid the pitfalls and mistakes and errors that they make. Cost of goods sold, that's another one. A clear definition of what cost of goods sold is. I just had a conversation with somebody this morning who's in the services business using cost of goods sold, and it's...
Got messy.
Yeah.
I think the wake-up call was COVID, dear SBA, because there is a lot of responsibility that's put on the SBA, that small business owners are relying on the SBA. I guess I have no words. I just have no words.
It's been an amazing experience, actually. I said to someone yesterday, hey, listen, considering the overwhelming nature of the COVID pandemic and crisis and disaster, the response from the government and from the SBA has really been remarkable. But can't we use it as a learning experience? We're now into this for 12 months. And I would imagine that an agency as large as the SBA could take some of their resources and allocate them to helping understand the difficulties that small business owners are having, which would make the process easier for people.
By the way, I don't think it's an accident that you pulled off randomly the book of Art of Doing. Hey, dear SBA, maybe you should get this book.
She's Linda Ray and I'm Trevor, and we together, separately, and all at the same time are Aurora Consulting,
financing solutions for your business success story.
I like that story. The end.